Greetings from Nods Gamer, and say hello to my Amiga 500 Plus. My little friend, Kevin, who I put in the window there just to inject a little bit of colour into the background because my window is very bland. This Amiga I picked up from a friend a few months ago and I've yet to test out. I've been playing on it today to make sure the machine works, and as you can see it does. We've got the monitor flickering away there at 50 Hz, which looks dreadful through a modern camera, but to the eye it does look really nice. The monitor, what can I say, looks as good as the day it came out of the box, so I'm going to leave that be. The Amiga itself looks like it's been in storage and picked up some characteristic Amiga orange suntan. So we're going to try and clean some of that out. Hopefully some of that is just dirt because the weather's not perfect for retro brighting at the moment. The machine runs lovely. As we can see, I've got my old zip stick I had when I was a kid. Were you guys into zip sticks or competition pros? Let me know in the comments. As you can see, Kevin's looking after the power pack here, which is a beautiful orange colour. It's a lightweight one, which means it's not going to have that horrible stuff around the PCB inside, which is good. It means we can check the components are working fine. The mouse looks absolutely dreadful, but works really well. If I do need to cannibalise this to fix any parts, I've got a pile of mice here that came with the machine, so that's okay. So without further ado, let's pop this beautiful old Amiga 500 Plus open and see what awaits us on the inside. So it looks like that's going to need replacing and cleaning up. So I've cleaned it up slightly, the best I can with what I've got at the moment. I'm going to have to order one of these and get this off the board and cleaned out properly. But I haven't got the parts at the moment, so that I'll have to wait till another time. So unfortunately, I just hope I don't forget about that. So let's continue. Luckily, no damage to the underside of the circuit board, which is what I was hoping for, which means it should just be, once I've got the component, just remove, replace that. I may think of recapping the whole thing while I'm at that, but at the moment that's not what we're doing. We're just giving the machine a bit of a lickety split today. So as we can see, we've got it in pieces now. We've got the main Amiga board there. We've got the keyboard separately, which we'll have to pop the keycaps off to clean. Floppy disk drive, which at some point I'm going to be replacing possibly with the GoTech, so we'll see about that. Always useful for parts if I don't need it down the line. I found some chip memory in there. I'm pretty sure that's the 1/2 meg one from a standard 500, but I've ordered something else, so that is no longer required anyway, but I will save that part. And there's nothing on it to tell me exactly which one it is. I can't really make it out, but we'll look into that. So there we are, all stripped down. RF shield for the top. Could all do with a bit of clean and polish. So there he is. I couldn't get much sleep last night. I just thought about this flipping battery in the Amiga over and over and over again. So I've taken it out. As you can see, these things are pretty destructive. It looks like one end has really gone for pop. But it's left me with a board that looks a little like this. I've cleaned it up as best I can. But yeah, if any of you with experience with Amigas that's watching this has any tips for cleaning this up any further and prolonging the life of this, please let me know in the comments, because I don't want to let this Amiga just fade away. It doesn't look like the damage is too bad, but what do I know? This is the first one I've ever seen, so please let me know. Okay, so interestingly now, I have a bowl of mice to to deal with here. I've been leaving it to soak, not for too long because I don't want the stickers to peel off. But let's just pop open the worst of the bunch. As you can see, there's a lovely shade of yellow. The colour it should be, the colour it is. This one looks like it's been left in the sun. Let's get him in a bath with the others. And as you can see, it's off a second. Here I've got a bowl of mice carcasses. Over here I have the guts and the entrails and the balls from the mice. All on my kitchen table. I never thought I'd hear myself say that. There we go. Sort of mass disaster area. So let's get that in there like that. Now, so we're just cleaning these up. Okay, I'm not bothered about the yellow, just want to get rid of the dirt. Don't want to leave them in too long that the stickers come off. Just so they're clean. And we'll do the same with the Amiga case. See the line there where that's been coiled up with the cable on it and left in the sun? That's the colour it should be, and that's the colour it's turned. You'll be able to match these back up to the original cases afterwards just by checking the tan lines. This whole plastic makes me giggle. Just put them in there just to rinse off any of that beautiful cleaner that I put on, and then we'll just pop these on the draining board out of the way for now. This is how you clean the rollers out on the inside of your Amiga mouse. You want to pop these plastic tabs off. The assembly should pull away like that, leaving you with all the years of dirt underneath to deal with. As you can see, the inside of that is just so disgustingly filthy. Yeah, you just got to clean those rollers off. This is our old school mouse gummed up, so just quickly brush all that dirt off the rollers very casually. Cool, so then we'll just choose a nice clean case and this one will be ready to roll again. So now we've got all that done, let's pick our nice cleanest of cases. He's probably the nicest looking one, the little yellow. I like this one though, perfect colour, just a little bit of battle damage, which to me says it's seen some good times. Now we've selected our mouse, let's reassemble him. Not forgetting our ball. One completed mouse. So there's the main board for the keyboard all done. So that's one piece out of the way. Mr. Bowl of Water's back, and this time we're going to drop these in. Agitate thusly, and yeah, leave them now to soak, I suppose. So welcome to the Nod's kitchen. We're gonna drain off our keys. Put them out to dry. Ooh, one of those spill out. Fresh. I'll lay these out to dry. Bring in a nice crusty case. Now, I don't want to get rid of this. I'm going to be careful with this bit here, but it's just a wash down to get all the dirt out of the vents. Cup of tea? Yeah, time for a cup of tea. Next up's our friendly neighbourhood power supply. Now I only want to see if this is okay, and I'm just going to case a quick clean, so nothing too invasive. It's just make sure it's all good, be very careful. Sure, there's a nice voltage in there, so I should just remove that very carefully. And once again, we head over and clean this one out, but I shan't waste your time with me scrubbing this one in the sink. I'll be back once that's all done. I'd just like to note there before I start how nasty and orange these are. Just to see how clean this will come up, let's give it a quick rub. And there we go, look straight away. So it's still going to be orange, it's just not going to be as orange. So let's get that in the sink. Let's get that power pack reassembled from earlier. And a slightly less orange power supply. I'm very aware of the leaky battery in this one, as we can see if I lift him up a bit more. There he is, totally out of focus, Mr. Leaky Battery. I will get that rectified as the very next job for this Amiga, as that I can see being an issue if I do not get it rectified. Just get all that to pop, drop. Lovely. Now the floppy drive I haven't done anything with, but I am looking into getting that removed a little day later down the line, so for now I'll just plug it back in, tighten that up with the screwdriver that I dropped with. Secure. And I'm sure we had 2 screws in there holding that down, but I can't remember if it was part of the shielding. One nice clean Amiga 500 Plus, and a range of mouses with a different degree of suntan. I want slightly less orange, probably can't see it now. I want slightly less orange power pack, which I think has come out really well. But ultimately from this one, what we're taking away from it is the next step with this Amiga. What I need to do crucially straight away is to get online and buy myself a new battery, get that removed and cleaned up properly, and then take it from there. But we'll see a little bit further down the line if that's what I manage to do. This has been my Amiga 500 Plus. It's all nice and clean now and spick and span. Let's go and plug it in and so there's me getting all excited thinking I put it back together properly, when in fact I've made an elementary mistake, because obviously this is the first time I've ever done this, and I left the ID out for the drive. As you can hear, it's now ticking over. Let's just make sure that loads the game up. Sounds lovely to me. So let's get it rebuilt again. So there we are. We haven't come to an end for the Amiga 500 Plus just yet. I have ordered a few more bits to get that circuit board cleaned up and risk free. I've also ordered a few upgrades, so I'm going to be returning to this machine at some point in the future. But at the moment now it's running fine. I've cleaned up the board as best I can with what I've got. I've got rid of that nasty battery. So hopefully this 500 Plus won't succumb to what kills most of them out there, and it's that nasty leaky Varta battery. I hope you've enjoyed watching this. I will be back with some more Amiga stuff a little bit later down the line. But for now, I'm going to play on Mercs for a bit. Kevin wants to play 2 players, so we're going to have a blast. Please give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe and share this around so more people get to see it. I've been Nots Gamer. This has been my Amiga 500 Plus. I'm going to play some games with Kevin now. Take care, guys. See you later.